What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. It's been a minute since we've done anything down here, but this is Woodworking with Zan. We are in the basement of Doom, which is just a temporary mock-up workspace in the basement with minimal tools and equipment. And today we're going to build a small table. This table is going to be used for me to put next to our laundry area. Right now we have one of our dining room chairs sitting there. It's actually over here. I'll show you guys. And yeah, the whole basement's under construction. A lot of things. We got some resupporting of structures. That's holding our laundry stuff. I'm going to build a table that goes in there. Let's just make sure I got my dimensions that I was thinking. About 28. Is about the width of the length of that, and about 30, 40. Oh, I got to go to the bottom because the basement wall pops out. So 38. Okay. And then I want it like 34 inches high, like this high. So did a CAD drawing somewhere. It's around here. I thought I had a printout down here. I guess I don't. But I'm gonna need some kind of top for this as well. And I've got a bunch of scrap material that we're gonna make a top out of. So simply we're gonna do leg 2x4, and let's see, we can do a this way, maybe another one here. Or do we put it inside? Either way, distance for this, if I want 34 inches, which is, what is that in feet? 34, 2'10", so 2'9.5". Let's call it half-inch top, plus or minus. So I know I need 4 at 29, or 2, yeah. 2'9". Do I want? Hold on, let's think. If I want 34, I need 2'9.5". So let's take this first one here. We're going to use some scrap material I had laying around, assuming it's pretty straight. And let's see, 2'9". 2'9". Looks like I was planning to use this for something, but am not now. So 2'9.5". So let's grab that. Easy. So we're gonna do 3 cuts at 2'9.5". Once we get some of my own stuff out of my way. And honestly, I think I should be building a better workbench before I do anything else, but here we are. Okay, we're plugged in. Use my Beats headphones as sound dampening for earplugs. Okay, so made our first cut. Don't know if this equipment's 100% straight, so I kind of straightened it a little better myself using my square and my line. But it's just no, can't do it with that. I guess I can do it this way. So apparently this thing isn't adjusted perfectly because I just tightened it down, and now I've really got a nice square cut. So I got this, I'm borrowing this from somebody, but I'll let them know. I don't think they want it back. I think it was like a one-time use thing. They were like, okay, we're done with it. So maybe they don't care. Maybe it was banged around. I don't know for sure. But I'll see if I can fix it up, make it better. But the good news is all this scrap here that we're using, even with the nails in it, we got a fire pit out back. We're going to burn a lot of it. And then just then continue on with saving some space and room in the house because we don't need it. I've got several other 2x4s here that have been painted for whatever project we ripped them out of from previous owner of the house. And we're just going to continue to use these for little projects like this until we're good to go. 2'10½". Perfect. All right, measured twice, cut once. I literally did 2'10½" instead of 2'9½", which is better than cutting it short, but I cut it 1 inch too long because I didn't measure properly. But it's always better to cut it longer and take more off than it is to cut it short and basically waste material, in my opinion. So cut this one 2'10½". It should have been 2'9½". I know I wanted 2'10", and just slipped my mind. Perfect, 2'9"ers, 2'9½" cut. I gotta go find the rest of it to figure out how deep I wanted everything. See, I'll come back with the list once I find it. All right, got my my cuts I need and a receipt. 2'9" times 4 and 2'1" times 4. Grab some lumber. We've got 1 2'9", 4 2'4", or 2'1" here. We should be good to go. Wait a second. We've got 2 2'9" and 1 and 2, and 3 2'1", 4 2'1" pieces. I just need to find 2 more 2'9". I've got enough other scrap lumber around here. All of it's technically scrap because it's been pulled out of the house in different areas. This was framing for something. This was framing for something that little auxiliary things. There's even Oh, that's pallet wood over here. We can chop up if we need to. And there's other 2x4s floating around the house. So we'll have enough. So let's just get into cutting. Let's get these marked out. We'll get them all cut and see if we have enough to start assembling today, or right now actually, or if we gotta wait a bit. All right, we've got a couple things cut. We've got two 2-foot 9s, two 2-foot 9.25 So I keep calling them quarters. And we've got our 2x1s over here cut. We're just gonna stack stuff on top of stuff, but probably shouldn't be. And now we just got to figure out what piece of lumber we want to use to make two 2-foot 9s out of. Where'd it go? Well, that'll do it right there, top one. This is more than 6 feet. What are these? Got nails in them. Trying to find something with minimal waste, because this is just a scrap wood project. 5'3". No, it's 2'1" each, or 1.5. 2'5", 2'6". No. Can make one out of that, two out of this. So let's just use this. It's already here. All right, everything but the top is cut right now. So I think the best way to do this would be to assemble the frame, which is going to be a 2'9", 2'2", 2'1", and this way. Wait, is that right? I forget how I designed this thing. I really should just bring my drawings with me. No, it's got to be this way. Yeah. And then 28, yeah, okay. And then another one, it'll just be that kind of framing system. I think I'm gonna build the frames for this first. It's gonna be super easy. We'll just drill a couple holes, put a couple in there. And then we'll figure out how to attach it properly to this top, because I know one's gonna be way at the top, one's gonna be a few inches off the ground. And then I have to see if we have enough of anything over here to make, and maybe just for now we'll throw something like this on top of it until I can cut it up properly. But I mean, that'll work, but I want to get the right thing at some point. I don't think I have enough lumber over there. So what have I got? 2.5-inch exterior screws. Overkill. I've got some wood screws upstairs. I'll go grab those and we'll start making this thing. All right, YouTube, I found some drywall screws, and I think for our purposes it'll work just fine. So I got my Milwaukee drill here. I've got my DeWalt quick switch, which is, you just kind of do that, it switches out. I've had several of these over the years, not just DeWalt, but other brands that then, you know, I've had them for so long. My father and I both done woodworking, and we'll have them for so long that they wear out. You have to buy a whole new kit because you can't buy the replacement parts for it. Just gonna put one in there, hold it in place, put the other one in. Probably be doing this on the floor where it's a little flatter to keep my angles better and everything, but I'm just going. You know what I should have done before I started this process? Should have, I'm going to do it now. Gotta make sure these are the 29s, okay. Sprayer's using the 29.5s for it. Now, if I wanted this more secure, I'd add some wood glue. Look at that. These, I swear that these DeWalt set screws keep backing themselves out. It could just be that I never tightened them fully before. But if they keep, I feel like they keep getting loose. I know I've changed out the bit, so that might be my fault. But if they keep doing that, I think I'm going to add a drop of glue Loctite to them. Just make them so they don't move out of a... Okay, with this one, the wood's a little Home Depot, aka it's a little bent, it's a little warped. So we're gonna just drill our pilot. Start our screw. Give it a little pressure to hold it in place. Perfect. Hold on. Obviously, a little warped. These don't line up perfectly. We'll have to hold them in place. Just a little bit. We'll be okay. Zan, why do you keep grabbing 2 screws and putting them in your mouth? Well, Dad always taught me a little lubrication goes far away, a little spit. Actually, will help drive the screw in. That's now you have to hear through me. But yeah, you can use soap. I've used hard and soft soaps before in the garage. For more precision stuff, I use soaps. For just generic crap like this, a little spit helps. It's another one where the wood's a little twisted. I have to figure out. Oh, there we go, actually. Give it a little twist. One frame complete. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm right, 28 and a little bit, 2'1". These must be just a touch over 1.5 inches. 2x4s are rough, but this is an older stud, I think, this one. So they might be a little thicker than. These are exactly 1.5 inches, so they might be a little thicker. But it's going to be fine. They're a little off isn't going to kill us. Especially that little bit. What do you do? Let's work on the second frame. This one already has holes drilled in it. Okay, so let's just use those. Let's screw it, literally. Okay, the frames are done. That's fun. Now, for the legs. Legs should be very simple. I really wish I had a bigger table to work on above me, but we're back to the floor. Because it's going to be our best place to work. We're going to take one on each of these corners, just like this. Because we're 28 this way. Now we'll be 3 feet this way. Perfectly fine. And then we're going to then stand it up and figure out how I want to do the other shelf, which is that one. I don't want it directly on the floor. And I'm thinking, see the milk crate? If I put a milk crate underneath here, hold it up, one on each side, which I have another one over there, another one there. That might give us a nice height to have this at. So you can slide a couple things underneath if you really wanted to, but have another shelf. I don't know, I'm going to come play with that idea. We'll get there when we get there. First things first, I'm going to put a leg on. Okay, we're on there. The other one will give it more rigidity as well. I feel like these could be tightened a little better. If they didn't grab in there as nice as I wanted to because I wasn't applying enough pressure. Let's see if... Oh, there we go. The angle I was at, I wasn't getting a lot of pressure. Oh, that's much better. So actually, maybe we'll do it this way. We'll just, no, because I can't get the. I wouldn't get it as square that way because there'd be angles. I guess from this angle I need more left shoulder strength. Let's try this. Loosen it. I guess I don't have a lot of strength to do it in that direction, so we'll get them in, we'll put it up here, we'll give it a little extra. That's my bad. I'm a weakling, I guess. That's fine. There we go. I got the other two legs on, and now we've got this set. So talked with the wife, and we decided that we want one of these to sit below it. So voila, got clearance. Basically, milk crate below it with just a little bit of clearance. So what I did is I set everything to 12 inches. So milk crate's inside below it. Obviously not gonna put a milk crate with a router in it, but just gives us a good height. So I had her hold everything while I measured it out and clamped it in place. So now we can put in a couple of screws in these and we should be good to go. I'm going to put in, let's tighten this up and get it out of the way. I'm going to put in one screw in each corner, and then I'm going to remove the clamps because I want to put another one in basically where each of the clamps is. And then the project, for now, will basically be done. We'll do a part 2 of this when I figure out how, oh my lord, that's a bad angle, how I'm going to cut plywood in this basement properly, or where I'm going to set up a temporary wood plywood cutting station. Everything of this DeWalt thing's falling apart on me. Probably just got dust and needs lubrication. But the only thing is I don't even have a full work table down here. Like, this is just a piece of something that was upstairs in this house on some sawhorses. So nothing about my setup is great right now. I prefer to be able to work in here all year round in this basement, do everything I need to, but there's definitely not enough space to have a workshop. And there's not enough space in the garage with motorcycles, cars, all that to put a workshop in the garage. And sadly, our barn that we have is not insulated, non-powered, not in good shape. So I can't really put a workshop over there either. And I've got a lot to work on before I can think about working on that barn to turn it into anything. Plus, the condition of it is pretty terrible that even if I could put a workshop in it, I don't know if I'd want to. Like, I almost want to knock it down and start over, but I just bought a house. I can't really afford to do both. So, you know, dilemmas, guys. And if I put in a workshop over there, it would be half woodworking and half tall enough for a car lift. So the woodworking side could be 2-story or story and a mezzanine for storage up top. And the car side could be lift height, which would be minimal 18 foot clear, I think. don't know if it's a 2-post lift. I get away with like a 12, 13-foot ceiling for a small lift, but we'd want to probably go with a 14 or 15-foot ceiling for a lift because we would want to be able to do French trucks and have room for lights, HVAC, insulation, that kind of thing. Okay, so now we got, this thing's pretty rigid now compared to what it was. Yeah, we're gonna put a couple more screws in, each one. Should be very easy. All right, laundry table framing complete. This is all it's going to be. Very simple, very stupid, but very functional. Now that will allow me to get rid of the chair that's over there, but I don't think we have a top for it because this is what I was kind of half planning to use. Trying to reuse as much as I can, but yeah, it's not the right size. So for today, we're just gonna, well, gotta wash it first, but for today, this is just gonna be the top. I don't have any scrap that's gonna fit this yet, and I don't have a way to cut the cut plywood down here efficiently. I've seen, is it Craig? I think they made this too. Craig, they make a circular saw following tool. Basically, you set it, you follow the edge, it holds the edge, you're good to go. But again, room to do 4x8 sheets down here, kind of tight. So let's take this guy out of here. Let's get our chair that's supposed to be upstairs that needs a hell of a cleaning because it's been sitting down in the basement. And let's replace it with the, this guy. With the laundry table. Again, temporary stuff, as in the top, but will work. Get around my columns. Seeing a color theme in this house, are you guys? This terrible green. And if you guys love this green, I don't, so do your thing. Perfect-ish. Now there's some dirt in the corner, and there it's on its kind of a tile over here. There we go. Just kick it in there. Let me adjust my camera. It's sliding off my head. Grab our quote-unquote top. And I hope the top is not too long right now, because it can. There we go. Perfect. Good. Not perfect, but good enough for now. So now what we'll do is we'll get some plywood for down there and plywood for up there. But now we have a little work area. Basically want to make that so that we can lay things flat to dry if we need to, or temporarily fold some stuff down here. I used to turn the light off, you guys. There it goes. Should get a new light too. So that our new washer and dryer can have something new to work with. So I've been Zan. This is Woodworking with the Zan Man. And come back for part 2. We're going to get the top put on this. Talk to the wife about painting it, because I said I was going to leave it unpainted, but I actually hate it unpainted. So I might sand it down and paint it too. Peace out, everybody. Oh, 10-finger check. We're good.